TCK. Well, happy Thursday, Choco friends, and welcome back to another installment of Kai Plays. Thank you so much for your understanding for the later start today and for the gap in last week's stream schedule. We had a few things that we had to shake out for the 2021 Summer Festival that we're doing here at TCK. Speaking of which, if this is your first time to the segment, please do make note of the link below, available just underneath the live stream. That goes to our current Tiltify campaign in conjunction with Summerfest 2021 and in cooperation with Pride 2021. We're supporting the Sarin Ignis Campaign for Equality. That's raising funds to go towards the Trevor Project in their ongoing efforts for crisis outreach and other services available to LGBTQ plus individuals. Now, as has become standard in the recent weeks here, we are continuing with a little bit more Final Fantasy IV. We're going to have that on screen here in just a moment. Now, when we last left our heroes, we had explored the underground a bit and made our way through the sealed cave. Now a bit of a misnomer. We had done a little bit of side questing, and we had left off just outside the kingdom of Mysidia. We have a screen that doesn't quite want to cooperate with us here. Let's try this again. A little technical difficulty, just a moment. As I was saying, we left off outside the kingdom of Mysidia, ready to go speak to the Elder about the lunar whale, the only vessel which can potentially ferry us to the moon to deal with Golbez, who now has all of the crystals of light and of darkness. Now, our companion Cain unfortunately betrayed us at the last moment, and who had apparently been under the effect of Golbez for the entire time. What this foretells for the party, we have yet to see. Apparently the Elder of Mysidia has been waiting for us. Birthed from the womb of Dragon's maw, and born unto the stars, by light and darkness cast aloft, and dream-tide oaths resworn, moon is swathed in ever light, ne'er again to know eclipse, earth with hallowed bounty reconciled. Everything sounds more serious when you set it to the prelude. Look at this tower. It's like Corrin's tower. It's the Tower of Prayer.
Pray now, with all your heart. Prophecy must be made reality. There is no other time but now.
Oh boy, that certainly looks promising.
Behold, my children, she has heard our prayers.
Unimpressed looking faces for what's going on right now.
She is risen. The promised ship of light. The lunar whale.
That looks pretty baller, actually. A voice spoke to me in the midst of our prayers. Go to the moon, it said. He awaits you there. To the moon? But how? The lunar whale is a ship from the moon. According to the writings I've discovered, there should be a teleportation crystal on board in addition to the crystals that serve to power its flight. That crystal controls travel between here and the moon. Speak to it and it will transport you between the two faster than you can even blink. I see. We will search for it. Holy shit. Get it? Yeah, you get it. Out of curiosity, I just wanted to compare the musical themes between the ships here. That must be the flight crystal. Is there a map? Ah, there is. I was operating under the assumption that we were side 2, but apparently we're looking up and down. What is this? Ah. And this is how we fly this bad boy. Okay. Can it go to the underworld? I don't think it can. So one thing I want to check before we get too out of our way here. The other thing you'll recall, part of our side questing and digressing in the previous episode involved our acquiring some adamantite and delivering that to a fabled smith in the underworld. I want to see if that's borne any fruit before we move on. First, let's see what else is aboard the lunar whale. Interesting looking pods. Stasis pods. Handy. Is anybody low on health? Yeah, we can rest for the night. A free inn on board the airship. Don't mind if I do. It's a mecha fat chocobo. I love it. I love everything about this. And you can rewatch all of the cutscenes, all sorts of cool stuff. But listen to the sound it makes. I love that. I love that so much. Pardon me. Let's see now. Ah, yes. I believe the exit is on either side of the ship. Some handily located stairs will take us back down to the surface. Alright, let's head back to the Falcon with its drill, because drills. Figure before we go to the moon, we might as well see if we've got a legendary sword that we can take with us. It certainly couldn't hurt. Cocol, that's the name I couldn't remember. Cocol's Forge. You got anything for me, old man? It's done! The hallowed blade, Excalibur! May it serve you well. X-freaking-Caliber. Alright, let's have a look at the stats. Achievement unlocked, Form Reborn. See, we're using the Lustrous Sword, and by comparison, Excalibur offers slightly less spirit, considerably higher attack power, and a boost to strength. I think that's a worthy trade. The loss in spirit effectively reduces Cecil's healing potency. I don't think we really care. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot that we have 2 items which can increase his attack power. I think we want him being as tanky as we can for the moment, though. I think we probably have people about as equipped as they're going to be able to be at the moment. Pardon me. Alright, well, I don't think there's much of anywhere left to explore, aside from taking off in our lunar whale. So let's get back to the surface here, and just get right into things. Don't know if we're going to find any shops on the moon, but we'll sure find out. I'm taking this to the moon, and you can't stop me! Achievement unlocked. Promised Ship of Light. We've got a whole new map here. Big old castle in a crystal. Crystal castle. Got some caves. Oh, that seems to be the limit of the map. Not a ton of area to explore. Figure this out as we go here. Considerable number of caves. Oh, that looks important. Kind of looks like Round Island, which in Final Fantasy VII is the location where you retrieve the Knights of the Round materia, which requires you to have bred a golden chocobo in order to reach it. You know, it's weird, these kind of hilly outcrops here with only like one set of stairs that extend off like this, they remind me of sequential map generation in the StarCraft games, of all things. Just some of the terrain that you'd see on their PvP maps. Alright, I do believe we have filled in le map. Well, with no guidance on where we should be going next, why don't we find some place to touch down? Perhaps here? I don't know if anybody thought to ask this question, but can we breathe on the moon? We're about to find out. Oh, that music. That's unpleasant. Alright, well let's save, since apparently we can breathe on the moon. Because logic. Now let's have a look at this impressive looking cave here that seems important. Lair of the Father, Basement 1. I think probably you're supposed to go to the crystal looking castle. It's the most noticeable landmark on the map where we got here. But I'm a sucker for going where I'm not supposed to be yet. So let's explore. Yikes! Those auto attacks hurt a little bit. Enemies seem fairly tanky as well. No, like, party wiping attacks yet, so that's good. We'll take it. Okay, one enemy down. Rose is not looking too good. Embrace? Petrification. That's rude. That's super rude. My boy Edge needs all of his XP. You can't have it. Darn it. Oh, rip Edge. Alright, let's see here. Asuna on Edge. Cure. Perfect. I'll be honest, we have reached the limits of my memory with some parts of this game, so I'm actually going in as blind as some of our viewers. So we're gonna figure out where this rabbit hole leads. We might get a few floors down only to realize that we're in the lair of the beast, and we are not supposed to be here yet. So the swordman ladies that live on the moon, they apparently can cast petrification. That's no bueno. The sorcerer ladies that live on the moon, I am not sure what they do yet. Cast Blizzaga. Okay. Ouch town population Rosa. Yikes! Alright. Bit off a little more than we can chew here. Rydia, can you stun her? Nope, evidently not. Oh, that would have been a really cool time for that to work. Oh, and the multi-target. Oh, it's so awful. Alright. We might be dead. I don't know yet. Okay, no, we made it. Whew. We might not, maybe we're not supposed to be here yet. I assume it's going to get worse from here on out. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can glean any knowledge or treasure from this first floor anyway. We saved before we came in here, so... Thankfully, this game is a little bit forgiving. A couple of these we can deal with. 3 sorceresses, a little bit much. But a couple enemies we can deal with. Can kind of burn them down. Now the stun works. Ouch. No, you. Oh, okay. Cecil forgot how to hit things, folks. The Swords Lady does not have that problem. Cecil, what are you doing? What is happening? They just live to burn your MP, I think. Let's see. Raise. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Asuna. Silly Kai. Yeah, we may not be intended to be here just yet, and it's probably not the most effective place to attempt to level up at this juncture, but at least for the enemies that spawn on the first floor, we can sort of brute force our way through it. So I'm just going to look around to see if we can find any treasures or anything that might help in the next next leg of our journey, and then probably duck back out of here while we figure out where we're actually supposed to be. Thank you, Cecil. Ouch. Oh, knock it off with the petrification. Get out of here, you silly moon lady. 3,000 XP. 0 of 10. Not worth. Let's see. Cure. We'll have to figure out where we're going to be able to do some leveling off screen. Hopefully catch your boy Edge up here. In the meantime, let's just see if we have any treasures. There's a treasure chest. There's an ambush. That's definitely an ambush. Oh boy. We're in for it now. Okay. Whew. Back attack from 3 of those. That could have been bad. Here, cure yourself. There. What's in box number 1? Genji gloves. Dude, yes. Those unaware, the Genji equipment is usually difficult to obtain and super potent armor and equipment in most of the Final Fantasy games in which they appear. Some games kind of deviate from that a little bit and make them just more thematic or samurai exclusive armor, but usually they're very good equipment. Oddly, they don't seem to fit the bill for Final Fantasy IV. Let's see if there's anything that I can compare to. They don't seem to be very good. They're the inverse of the rune armlet. So instead of 5 defense, 8 magic defense, they appear to be 8 defense, 5 magic defense, but they also offer lesser intellect, spirit evasion, magic defense, and magic evasion. It doesn't seem fair to compare them to the Giant's Gloves that we have on Cecil, because the Giant's Gloves offer a boost in strength in addition to having just better, pure physical defense all the way around. But, yeah, it's a little bit odd to see the Genji Gloves, indeed any piece of Genji equipment, be kind of meh. 95%. We're probably missing a corner somewhere, but we can worry about that when we're actually supposed to be here. Whenever we make the return trip. For now, I think it's best if we skedaddle. The most recent example of the Genji equipment I have encountered is a reward drop from Final Fantasy XIV, actually, in tackling the perils of Deltascape 4 Savage, which actually you can check out the rerun of our live stream Sunday Funday from about a month back. Before that, I think the last Genji equipment... What was the last Final Fantasy game that I played recently? I would say probably Tactics. In Tactics, it was quite an ordeal to get the Genji equipment. You actually needed to steal it from a particular enemy in that game. And it was good. It wasn't earth-shattering or anything, but it was mostly a status thing. Like, if you went through the steps that you needed to do to acquire it. But you know what? Let's see if we can get into a random encounter here on the overworld map. Just for some context, what are the regular enemies at this stage of the game hitting like? They can't take a hit quite as much. Or at least the germs don't seem to have a whole lot of HP. what's a normal experience drop on the moon? A little under 3,000, so not really anything worth writing home about. Most likely I'll find a nice place to level off screen in between sessions here. But I have something in particular that I do remember that I'm waiting for before we have a power leveling session. But I won't spoil that. For now, let's get back on our ship. Let's grab some free healing. The Genji gloves may not have been necessarily the most valuable treasure to have gotten from that foray, but we did come back with some experience and some knowledge. Right, up, up, and away. I think the most logical thing to do from here is to go check out that frozen-looking castle. We'll have plenty of time for exploring caves later. Now, are we able to land nearby? I bet we probably are. Now, can we approach the castle from the east? Or must we approach it from the inside of one of the caves? We will find out. Yes, it does appear that we need to enter from the cave to the south. One drawback to the lunar whale is that you do have this extra screen where you have to go through to get to the... what's the word I'm looking for? The helm. It's not quite as simple as... oh, I see, you actually have to land up on one of these. Anyway, it's not quite as simple to adjust where you're landing if you're off by just a little bit. You actually have to travel back through the screen to the ship itself. I see. So we seem to have a little bit of a maze here. So to get here, we'll need to find a way there from here, it would appear. And where this links, we're not yet sure. Let's see, this cave is approachable from this cave. That cave isn't approachable from anywhere else. We can't land on any of the dark area on the moon. Land here, and we can enter this cave. So let's start there. Lunar Tunnel West. Oh boy. Okay, these look a little bit more akin to the monsters we've seen on the overworld when we got into a battle out there. So this seems more aligned with where we should be for our current level. Now, slimes, typically in Final Fantasy, as many of you probably already know, are usually very resistant to physical damage and weak only to magic. Final Fantasy X did a great job of color-coding them so you knew kind of what was going to be weak to what. But Black Flans, it's hard to say. So we're going to try our luck at a couple of different things. Let's try fire to start with. Just in case this becomes relevant. 700 damage. Let's try Drain. She could use the HP. Watch, we'll kill the Flan this time. No, actually. Okay, let's try Drain. Let's see how that works. Not worth writing home about, unfortunately. Level up for Rosa. Oh, she's still poisoned, so let's... I find it's more useful to cash in on Cecil's MP for things where his healing potency doesn't matter. You know, teleport raises as soon as things of that nature. I find that is a more useful measure for his MP usage, whereas you get more healing out of less MP when you use somebody like Rosa. Come to think of it, I don't think I've actually tried the Sight spell. Let's give that a whirl. Oh, okay, it's just going to give us an idea of what this place is going to look like as we explore. We do still have to fill in the map, but we can see here that we're going to have a couple of treasures to unlock. Kind of a niche use, but I appreciate it. Alright, well, we know where the treasure chests are. Let's go there first. Oh, goodness. Let's try Thundara at all of these things first. Rydia really does have just so much MP. The question really is how to use it effectively. Because we could sit here and spam summons, but she'd be out of MP in just a couple of battles. Can she multi-target Drain? No, she cannot. Oh, target's a single. If I had read that, I would know. That's okay. So it could be that Black Flans, instead of being elementally aligned, simply take enhanced damage from magic of all types. That does seem to more or less be the case. Level up for Rydia. None for Edge yet. He's the one most in need of them, unfortunately. Perfect. Le Trésor. A golden apple and an ambush. Who goes there? Some flesh-eating amoebas, perhaps. With more than 4,000 HP each, it would seem. But not much more, it would also seem. Not bad. Stardust. Interesting, we've got two items back to back that I'm not sure what they do. Let's have a look. So Golden Apple increases your max HP by 100. Not bad. Stardust casts Comet. Interesting. And we get a lunar curtain on the moon, effectively enough. Appropriately enough. Cast Reflect and nullifies physical damage. My goodness. Good stuff on the moon, guys. Next time you're looking for loot, we know where to go. Alright, let's fill in this corner, and then we've got a loop-de-loop up and around to the northeast for more treasure chests. Oh, but first, a word from our sponsors. I don't tend to waste time on back attacks. I'd rather just pay 250 gil and not have to deal with them. Alright. These, on the other hand, yes please. I like the floating rocks in the background. It kind of adds to the ambiance a little bit. Ouch. Quit punching my ninja. It's rude. You're rude. Oh, now you done messed up. Counterattack. So, a little under 4,000 XP. Not getting those fat XP drops, unfortunately. We'll find the grind strat soon enough. Alright, let's see. More treasures. A lunar curtain. Very nice. And some stardust. Very nice. Lunar Tunnel West map complete. 3 sirens. Now where are we? We are north of where we parked, appropriately enough. Okay. Now, knowing what we know from the topology of the moon here, I'm gonna see if we can go southeast to get through that northern cave, hop out of the southern cave, loop around, and get to the cave that's south of that crystal-looking castle. Probably titled Lunar Cave East, I would assume. But who knows? Some more stardust, gotta love it. Alright. So you can see what I'm hoping for is that this will loop to here, and then we can go into here. But there's only one way to find out. Lunar Tunnel East. Let's see. Uh-oh, got bombs. Let's start by finding out if we can wipe the board here. We're gonna have to test the waters with their weaknesses first. Blizzard on everything. So we got balloons and dark grenades. Alright, are they weak to blizzard, as bombs sometimes are? Survey says... maybe. Oh no. Oh dear. Yikes. Okay, so the dark grenades didn't blow up. Wow, Excalibur hits them for a truck. Okay, let's see. Also, they don't seem to have much HP. Also, 9,000 XP, and of course, Edge is dead. No love for ninjas. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Alright, let's see. We've got big old tunnel here. Whoops. Jutsu, let's go with... what could they be weak against? I would guess probably not fire, they're bombs. Ice did normal damage to them. What about thunder? Whoops, that's not what I meant to do at all. Swap rows. Pray, and attack. Oh, Radius down. Let's probe their defenses with Edge a little bit. Jutsu. Flood. Fairly normal damage. Get wrecked. Let's see here. 2, 3 is Rydia. Can you steal anything? That'd be pretty cool. Nope. I must say, Edge, you are finding new and impressive ways to disappoint me. Despite being my favorite character. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and Isuna. Perfect. Three more sirens. Okay, then. Now let's see if our exploration has borne fruit. Oh, dear. Okay. Let's have you defend. Let's have you attack one of those. Let's have you pray. Let's have you attack one of those. I'm not clear on exactly which attacks the bombs will counter. And that's what we're looking to figure out at the moment. Will they counter regular attacks? Is it only magical attacks? Is it only blizzard attacks? I guess it doesn't matter because we counter them to death. Finally, Edge gets a level up. Let's see. Alright, this has put us exactly where we were trying to go. Crystal Palace, first floor. The map is filled out automatically for us. That looks like it's probably not safe to walk on. What about this side? Probably the same problem. So those look like they're probably teleporters. What do we got in the middle? At last, you've arrived. Who are you? I am Fusoya, and I am charged with watching over the slumber of the Lunarians. Lunarians? Yes, we, the people of the moon. Long ago, the world that lay between the Red Planet and the Great Behemoth stood at the verge of destruction, both terrible and complete. The last survivors of that devastation boarded a ship and escaped to the Blue Planet. Blue Planet? The one that you call home. But your planet was still in the midst of its evolution, you see. And so those travelers created a second moon for the planet, and there they settled into a long and quiet slumber. And they're the ones you call the Lunarians. Indeed, but there was one among us who was loath to sleep. He thought it fit that we should simply raise all existing life on the Blue Planet and claim it as our own. Well, that's horrible. Yes, and so I used my powers to force him into hibernation with the others. But as he slept, he grew stronger and took a consciousness all its own. It reached out to men with tainted hearts on your planet, twisting them into beings yet darker still. And through them he began to gather the crystals. So he was manipulating Golbez. Does this guy have a name? His name is Zemus. The crystals function as a source of energy, you see. I fear he has gathered them in order to activate the interdimensional elevator within the Tower of Babel. With it, he will be able to transport the Giant of Babel to your planet and use it to extinguish all life there. But do not be mistaken, his will is not that of all we Lunarians. The rest of us have been waiting quietly for your planet's people to progress to such a point that we might treat with one another as equals. We but wait and sleep, dreaming of that day. And the lunar whale, where did it come from? Ah, the ship. My younger brother Kluya built that vessel long ago and flew it to the Blue Planet. He took with him several of our secrets, such as the ones employed in your Devil's Road and in airships, a gift to your people. Kluya was fascinated by your planet and wished to know more of it, and while he was there, he fell in love with a woman of your planet. She later bore him 2 children. One of them was you. Oh, what? Me? Then that voice I heard at Mount Ordeals was the spirit of your father. Indeed, you are the very image of Kluya in his youth. So it was my father. He vested you with his power so that you might prevent Zemus's plot from coming to fruition. Zemus must be stopped, for your planet's sake and for that of my people as well. We must hurry the Tower of Babel near Eblin. The tower? It's protected by some kind of barrier now. There's no way in. I should be able to bypass the barrier. We must not let the giant of Babel be unleashed upon your world. The Lunarian Fusoya has joined the party. And this is why I didn't want to do too much power leveling until we'd reached a certain point here. What a cool place to hang out. I'd get tired of blue after a few centuries, but I mean, you do you. What you got in the back, buddy? Crystal Palace, 2nd floor. The Lunarians rest deep beneath your feet, bound in a dream-filled sleep. Fusoya is their guardian, charged with preserving the tranquility of their slumber. We are the lunar crystals. Okay. Zemus is possessed of a fearsome will. Even sealed within the bowels of the moon, his evil pulses with a life all its own. We 8 crystals form the seal that binds Zemus in his sleep. Alright, there's 4 here. More up here, I'm guessing. Yep. Zemus has erected a barrier from within his prison, sealing off the moon's core. Is this dangerous to walk on? No, okay. The moon is sustained by the delicate balance that exists between us and the 8 crystals of the Blue Planet. The panel at our center is a transporter that leads to the moon's core where Zemus is imprisoned. Don't want to step on that yet. Zemus used Golbez as his pawn to gather together the Blue Planet's crystals. He then amplified their power by means of the Tower of Babel. We're kind of glossing over the fact that Fusoya mentioned that Kluya had a second kid. Not Cecil. Kind of leave that thought tucked away for now. What else we got here? What does this button do? MP restored. Sweet. Is the other one HP? I hope it's HP. Hey, HP and status. Perfect. Alright, well. Let's have a look at what our new companion can do. Fusoya has joined the party at level 50. Yikes. He comes with an aura staff, Sage's Mitre, Luminous Robe, and a diamond armlet. Can we deck him out in anything that's better than what he has? Let's find out. Not really. Polymorph Rod might be helpful. Increases intellect by 5, reduces spirit by 5. What does he know how to do? Abilities. Fusoya. Bless. Gradually restore MP to party. White magic, black magic. That's a lot of spells. He even has Holy already. Death, Break, Thandaga, Blizzaga, Firaga, Osmos. Nice. Except I'm looking at Rydia's spell list. Silly Kai. He knows how to cast Meteor, guys. I'm really curious to see what that does, since he has the MP to actually cast it. Flare, Tornado? My man. Alright, well... I'm gonna give that to Fusoya. There's a method to my madness. Alright. Gradually restore MP to party. That looks super neat. Now let's see. We have effectively 3 backlaners now, so what that means is we're going to want to do this number. That's better. Let's see. That appears to be it for the Crystal Palace. These places seem to have served the purpose of just our having to navigate through them to get to the Crystal Palace. So we'll see if there's other places left to explore. There may be some stuff down here, and then of course there's this cave that kind of kicked our butts just a little bit. Whoops. Back through the lunar tunnels. Let's play Kid in the Candy Store a little bit with some of Fusoya's new abilities. Let's start with his attack potency. He's a mage, and he's in the back row, so I don't expect it to be anything to write home about, but still. 40. Yeah, that's about what I would expect. So he's probably not going to be doing much that isn't casting spells. So let's change his auto battle settings. Instead of attacking, let's have him... Let's see. Now let's start just with the bread and butter, just regular fire spells. Alright, now we get off the moon. Ah, okay. Now first, we've all wanted to know for quite a while how effective this is going to be. So I say we test it out. Let's have everybody swap into defense stance for a minute here. Alright, take us home, Fusoya. What you got for me? Meteor. Destruction rains from the heavens. 6,000 damage to everything on the screen. Even the magic resistant, or not the magic resistant, but the damage resistant slimes. My goodness. Alright, let's try this out. Let's have Fusoya use his Bless ability. If we're going to have a font of MP given out to the party here, let's see if we can take advantage of that. Let's switch Rydia into full Mage Rage. Whoops. We'll have her use... Oh goodness, let's see. Let's start with Blizzaga. Kinda go from there. Okay, let's get through the western tunnel. Oh, we have 3 different colored slimes this time. One of them's probably resistant to ice. But that's okay. Bless. Let's have a look at Fusoya's MP here as this goes. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it adds like a regen type deal for MP. Oh, the blue one was actually weak to ice. Fascinating. So Bless is more or less like Bard Song for MP. Interesting. I don't know how effective that's going to be on his auto battle command, because he'll just overwrite the command instead of going back to doing damage. Because once he uses Bless, he can move on to do other stuff, presumably. All right. Cover some HP and MP here. We must head back to the blue planet that we call home. Oh dear. What's going on? It's the Tower of Babel. We were too late. The giant has come. Very large. Big problems. Isn't there anything we can do? What's that? King Gyat. Dwarves, we fight for the earth, our home and the mother of us all. Lolly-ho! Ooh, who's this? Our boy young, yet draws breath. Sid's here to help. All engines full power. Get the Red Wings of Baron and the dwarves on our side. And what's this? Polem's here. And Porum, too. Our elder lifted the spell on us, she says. This is not your burden to bear alone. This is a battle for all who live and breathe upon this planet. Even Edward's come back, folks. Yes, all of the companions we thought we'd lost along the way, by and large, have come back to us through the fight. They all came to fight. This is our chance. We can get inside the accursed thing. Right, then we can slice up whatever controls it from the inside. We're gonna need your help, Sid. Oh, this music. Take us to the giant's mouth. Who's this old white-haired think he is ordering me around? His name is Fusoya. He's from the moon. The moon! We've no time. Can you get us near enough to jump? Can fish swim? Who do you think you're talking to? That giant came from the moon. Well then, best hold on tight. The shaky means it's going fast, guys. Giant's mouth. We're not quite at the belly of the beast, but goodness, we're close. The giant's neck. Some X potions for our trouble of walking 5 steps. Ooh, a Fuma Shuriken. Is it equipable, or do we have to throw it? Can only be thrown. Good to know. Oh. Oh, goodness, Fusoya got wrecked, guys. Oh, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Ouch town, population you, bro. Fusoya, why don't you go ahead and rejoin the fray here? Okay. Now, as much as I like Fusoya's Bless ability, I think it's going to be a better use of our time to focus on ending battles quickly instead of dragging them out long enough to get the most out of his MP regen ticks. So let's have him focus on the offensive for now. Let's, we'll have him start with some basic fire abilities. And then we'll have Rosa pray to keep our MP up instead, since that will also heal the party. Actually, let's do... I just happen to think fire's probably not going to be effective enough at doing much of anything, so let's up that to Fyra. I think we passed the point of the game where level 1 magic spells are going to be doing anything for us. I think the efficacy of level 2 spells are probably in question at this point, but they're a little MP thirsty once you get up above level 2. Beam? Ouch! No. God damn it. Killing me, Smalls. Stop it. Oh my goodness, enough! Enough! Honestly. That did not kill it. Oh my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Where... There's my Phoenix down. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Let's peace on out of here and just reset this bad boy. This is not worth the trouble whatsoever. Oh, alright. Tally up the losses, count our dead. Perfect. Yoichi arrows. Arrows imbued with the power of darkness. Giant's chest, map complete. 5 remedies. Siren. Giant stomach. We really have reached the belly of the beast. What on earth is that? Oh no. Okay. I want to keep dealing with that. Oh, counter beam. Darn it. I think has a lot of HP. There we go. Prayer unanswered. I see how it is. $400. That's not gonna cut mustard. Or dragons, for that matter. Holy Hannaford. Thundaga, let's give it a try. Come on, Edge. Could you steal something other than a potion, like, once? Scorch. Oh, no. Rise from your grave. Ah, thunder is its weakness. Perfect, now we know. Alright. Oh, you know what? Let's get cheeky. What are we dealing with? Ah, a couple hallways with treasure chests, but the true path is in the middle. So We'll start with the left. Silver apple. Okay, let's see. We want swap rows. Scanning for intruders. Daga. Armor construct, okay. Perfect, okay. So the machinery in here, for better or worse, seems to be weaker to thunder spells than anything else. Electromagnetic radiation. Oh, you paralyzed him. Ouch. That's a lot of HP. Ouch. Okay, gradually taking people out of the fight. Let's have some health back if we can. Ouch. Whoops, didn't mean to Blizzaga. Forgot you were set for that. But it worked. Got an Ogre Killer Axe. Couple level ups. Can't go wrong with those. Alright, we'll change our auto battle settings here, so Fusoya will attack with Thundara. And Rydia will attack with Thundaga. She has way more MP to burn. Take the right fork and grab that treasure chest. Soma drop. We've got some stat enhancing items to burn, but I'm not quite ready to use those yet. Ah, even those are weak to thunder. I think we found the magic touch here. Perfect. Alright, now as we know, the middle path here leads us to our destination. Dry ether obtained. The inner passage. So we went from the mouth to the neck, to the stomach, to the inner passage. Sure. I think we all know what the inner passage is. It's where these guys can stick their fire attacks, honestly. Dude, enough. Enough with the scorches. It's too much. Too many scorches. Let's go. Whoops. Magic, Cecil, Sight. Ah, okay, that's what we're looking for. Of course. What is that spaceman-looking thing? Alright, now there is a save point here on the horizon, so it's only fair to tell you that we are on the glide path for the wind down for this segment. We've gone over a little bit, partly because we didn't have a good stopping point, but also partly because we've been delayed in getting to this week's segment, and because we were a little bit delayed in getting started tonight, so I felt it fair for us to get a little bit more mileage out of this particular episode. Now, I mentioned this at the top of the segment, but if you are new, there is a link available underneath the live stream, or if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, available in the description below, which goes to our current non-profit activities. Now, as part of the Sarin Ignis Campaign for Equality, that's what we're calling our Tiltify campaign, as part of TCK's Summerfest 2021 festivities, and in partnership with Pride 2021, our proceeds for these live streams are going to support the Trevor Project. Now, among other services, the Trevor Project offers outreach and crisis services to LGBTQ plus folks. TCK is working on increasing its allyship. We're working on being better partners to our friends out there and abroad, and finding ways that we can be more active within the community. And this is just one of the many ways that we're bringing that to life and living our values. If you'd like to support TCK in this mission in a more general sense, and you don't have any money to support the Tiltify campaign that we're currently running, that's okay. You can let your friends know about us. We are on the Leviathan server on Final Fantasy XIV, of course part of the Primal Data Cluster. You can also find information in the links in the description below on our social media. You can follow us on Twitter, share us on Facebook, and of course pop by our Discord as a friend if you'd like. Anything you do to help promote our message goes a long way, and helping us helps people in the world abroad. I do think Thunder Magic was the way to go, finishing out this segment here. I think that's probably going to help us a lot with not taking all this unnecessary damage. Mitigation and recovery are fine, but not getting hit in the first place is even better. Oh, and we got a tent for our troubles. We can use that in just a moment here. Also, do you see who I see? Because I see a little rabbit boy. Before we see what he's up to, we're going to go ahead and save for this segment. I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight and for continuing to watch our Kai Plays segments every Thursday. We've got a special treat in store for you this Saturday if you haven't been keeping up with our news. Part of our Summerfest 2021 festivities include live streams that we're going to be running on Saturday, which is in addition to our Thursday Kai Plays segment and in addition to our Sunday Fun Day festivities every single week. We're going to be doing this with the exception of Founders Week, which is July 1st through July 7th. Every week from here until July 31st, so look forward to a minimum of 3 streams per week for the next 2 months, as well as some interspersed Kai Plays Unplugged, which is a new thing we're trying where I have no commentary if people would just like to spectate and hang out and chat. But in the meantime, I've already done my spiel here. You know about our nonprofit activities. Do go ahead and smash that like or notification button if you have it in your soul. And until next time, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.